Welcome, everyone. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Hart. You take a look at Atlanta, one of the better teams in the league. They're presently 9 games off the lead.
I think for the Hawks, they put together what I would call a dream season. I mean, they've elevated their play and have really become a team that makes it tough for everybody. They're a squad to be reckoned with, folks.
Well, Clark, the playoffs are going to be the real test for them. Sometimes for a team on the rise, they can get to the point where everything crashes down on them when the pressure arises. We'll see how they respond.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Those at the power forward with Horford at center. Teague and Korver in the backcourt. And it's Carroll in at the 3. Teague gets to Millsap. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Millsap's got the first points in the scoreboard for Atlanta. Paul Millsap, not the biggest or the most athletic, but he just finds ways to get it done.
Yeah, he's so well-rounded. He does the big things and the little things to help you win. He's a good passer. He moves without the ball, keeps your offense going, and then, of course, really developed that three-point shot last year, which made him an effective stretch 4.
Now here's Teague. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers.
And what stood out to me in particular was his gorgeous playmaking out there. He was finding his teammates in great positions to score. And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to talk with Mike Budenholzer for just a moment. He told me he's wary about how they'll contend with DeMarcus Cousins inside. He said he's a beast in there, no doubt about it. Size, length, strength, and a ton of skill. The talent is really off the charts with him. And guys, he knows it won't be easy to muscle Cousins away from the rim, but he said that's what they've got to find a way to do. It won't be easy.
Thanks again, Doris.
Couldn't convert. Nice little two-man game.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Fry with the ball. And it's Horford picking him up. Fry dishes to Gay. Cousins with a screen for Gay. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Lemore. Can't get it to go. And Atlanta will come the other way. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Well, Clark, they really shot terribly from downtown in that one. Eventually paid the price for it.
They sure did. I mean, sometimes you can make up for poor three-point shooting with a strong inside game, but theirs wasn't quite strong enough.
Here's Fry, following the basket by Al Horford. Cousins with a screen on Teague. Okay, that's a 2-pointer, and he overshot that one, missing.
Shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
Teague, the pass to Carroll. Horford with a screen on Cousins. Wide open look. Horford, no luck. For Sacramento, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
Thompson, he's checked in for Carl Landry. And he sinks the second. Hawks have gone 2 of 6 from the field.
You know, last season, the Sacramento Kings crowd set a world record for the loudest roar in an indoor sports stadium. Talk about analytics being on display. Here's a case in point, folks. 126 decibels. Now, 127 is where you can cause permanent hearing loss. My hope and prayer is that the record stays at 126.
Here is Korver after the made shot from Clark. Here is Korver. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. Teague kicks to Carroll. Fires from deep, and he gets the bucket. Carroll's got himself going there. His first points of the game for the deep ball.
And for these Sacramento fans, winning that noise record, a nice way to represent their passion and dedication. They fought to keep this team, and they deserve it.
Now here's Gay. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Wizards in Washington.
And his work on the glass is certainly noteworthy. And he contributed in a number of ways. How about that for a response?
We'll say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Some changes for Sacramento. Gay comes in for Stauskas. McLemore's checked in for Sessions. And it's the Wizard in for Darren Collison. On the court for Atlanta, he'll have the power forward with Horford at center. On the wings, Korver and Carroll. And it's Teague in at the point. And for the Kings, playing in one of the oldest arenas in the NBA, big plans, Clark, for a new downtown arena.
And clearly a very ambitious ownership group. And they've said this new arena has to be spectacular. They're looking to build something with the wow factor to become a California landmark. We'll see if it can happen.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, 5 times already the lead has changed. And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
Here's Game after the make shot from Jeff Teague. It's deflected. Out of bounds, Kings ball. Sacramento keeps possession. With a break in the action, time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters at small forward over the last 10 games. Fifth, Rudy Gay.
Well, that is such an efficient group offensively. That's really the best way to describe it. Nothing forced, just solid, smart shots.
And at small forward, that's the only way to post that kind of percentage. I mean, just letting them fly from the perimeter isn't going to get it done. You got to get it inside some, too.
What was the defense doing? He is not the guy that didn't open up to, and yet they got away with it.
Here's Fry, and the shot is good. Fry's got the lead up to 1 now for the Kings. Action gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here is Korver. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Outside Teague. Shot clock at 6. Millsap sets the pick for Teague. And he uses the glass on the lane. And the Hawks lead by 1.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
Blocked. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Again, the Hawks score.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Now, here's Fry. He's covered closely. Thompson sets the pick for Gay. Feeds to Thompson. He gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
See the shooter, Kyle Korver. Let's take a look at some of his numbers. How the season's turning out for him. Second in free throw percentage. And his 3-point field goal accuracy has been really impressive. He's ranked in the top 15.
And as you said it, Steve, I mean, his free throw percentage is virtually unmatched. He's a guy who just doesn't take free throws lightly and makes a high percentage of them.
He's gotten his legs underneath him because he's having a heck of a quarter.
Fry dishes to Thompson. Thompson sets the pick for Gay. Back to Thompson. Plenty of space. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Thompson's got 6 points. Last outing for Sacramento, they won that game against the Wizards in Washington.
And if you look,
Look out!
Finishing. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
1:15 left in the second quarter. Here is Korver. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. To the paint. That's blocked. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession.
That's it.
Changes for Sacramento. DeMarcus Cousins. Second quarter ends in a tight.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business.
The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
We watched a great quarter from T. He's got 10 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
Yeah, he really is. He's always looking to make the passes. Head up, eyes up, trying to find the open field.
Landry and Cousins control the paint. Plays it out there with Ben McLemore. And it's Gay in at the small forward. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. The Hawks trailed by 3.
Last season, the Kings inking DeMarcus Cousins to a big 4-year contract extension, and he rewarded them with the best season of his young NBA career, setting career highs pretty much across the board.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Britt. Doris, over to you.
Kevin, thank you. As you know, Jeff Teague is starting to enter the upper ranks among point guards in the NBA, and he credits Coach Budenholzer for a lot of his growth. Teague said he always tells me, be aggressive. That is the only way I want you to play. When your coach is telling you that, there is no way you can't be successful. Kevin?
Well, he seems to be pushing the right buttons for us. Thanks.
You know, in the past with Cousins, he had tended to fall in love with the perimeter jump shot. He's got a good one. He can make it. But, you know, when you look at his size and strength, it's hard not to think that he should be taking advantage of that closer to the rim and putting more pressure on defenses as a result. I think last season he did commit to attacking inside the paint, and we saw the results. They were pretty good.
Here's Cousins. Following the basket by Paul Millsap. Fry. Shots good. Fry's got the lead. Back up to 3 now for the team. Second half of basketball. Just over a minute played so far. And here is Teague. 12 points for him. Horford goes in. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game. And Steve, it's pretty clear that DeMarcus Cousins has solidified his place as the Kings franchise centerpiece.
Yeah, the future's bright. I mean, last season he was a contender for the most improved player in the All-Star game. If he can continue to produce and help the Kings become a winner, then the accolades will follow.
Not that one, and the Kings lead has been cut down to 3 points on the bucket from Jeff Teague. And Fry kicks to Cousins. Cousins with a screen for Gay. For 3, Fry. Horford with the rebound.
Now still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3 even before that one.
And Carroll gets it to go.
Yeah, he didn't have to slow down at all, guys. Just perfectly timed pass there.
For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Fry passes to Leonard. There's the dish to McLemore. Kings moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Teague. And here we go. Teague heading to the hoop. Pushes it down to finish the break. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Steve, he's enjoying every second of the
Yes,
part.
yeah, me too. This has been great, guys. The fans getting their money's worth. Both teams just playing so hard.
Nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Here's Horford. Nice D from Cousins. The Atlanta Hawks coming to this one after the win against the Los Angeles Lakers.
So often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against the defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. I love that, and you got to think the coaching staff does too.
Gay is screen on Teague. Fry dishes to Gay. And Fry kicks to Gay. Can't get it to go.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim. That's exactly what he can give you. You know, not only is the game neck and neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
Both teams have really put in a terrific effort down low.
Now, here's Fry. He's got 13. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Millsap. Action gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter.
Paul Millsap has said he doesn't feel undersized anymore with the way the league is going. But more emphasis now on spreading the floor, so Millsap fits in easier and can always find somebody to guard.
And Carroll gets it to go. Carroll's got 7 points.
Boy, these teams really battling it out. This is a great game.
bag full of lead changes. This has been fun to watch.
Cousins with a screen on Teague. Fry passes to Cousins. To the left side wing. Pocket six. Now here's McLemore. He's tightly guarded. He brings it as the shot clock ticks down. He's got 9. The Hawks have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Into Millsap. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
His first free throw of the game. The Hawks trail on the court for Atlanta. Teague out there with Cephalosha. Then it's Mike Scott. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Brand in at the 5. Kicks it to Teague. To the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bazemore. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Some changes in Sacramento. Carl Landry's checked in for Stauskas, and McLemore comes in for Sessions. And it's the Wizard in for Darren Collison. Atlanta also making some changes here. Al Horford is checked in for Mike Scott. Tamari Carey comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Horford in for Thabo Cephalosha. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Brand sets a screen for Teague. Brand right side. Teague with a clean look. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. Teague's got 10 points here in the second half. And Pride kicks to Cousins. Fry in the post. Teague covering. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Some fantastic numbers for the Wizard. 13 points, a pair of blocks to go along with those.
Well, anytime they've needed him, he's come through defensively. He's made a major impact on this game.
He hits both from the strike. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Teague with the ball. Into Horford. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
This has been a terrific contest up to this point. I would guess it's going to stay this way all the way to the end. Great matchup.
Probably so. Neither team wants to give it in. Al Horford, Dominican big man, won 2 titles with that great University of Florida team. Actually, back-to-back titles in 06 and 07. You really love his skill level. There's not much he can't do. Gets up and down, terrific passer, mid-range, jumper, spot on.
Here's Carroll after Rudy Gay's bucket. Stolen by Gay. Now here's McLemore. Teague covering. Fry.
He's created some big opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
The Hawks trailed by 3. And Steve, for Horford, consistently a threat from mid-range. It's curious that he has struggled at the free throw line the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, it must be something mental because you think about what a good shooter he is from the outside. Some people even thought maybe he should shoot threes from time to time. But the free throw line struggles, that's something that's bothered a lot of people over the years. Usually it's a mental block of some sort. Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
And Atlanta has possession. Sacramento making their last shot. Teague dishes to Korver. Brand left side. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
Perfect screen there. Set him up. Nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Screen by Cousins. Fry passes to Cousins. Gay outside. Puts it up from 12. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Hawks trail by 3. Teague with the ball. Now guarded by Fry. Here is Corbett. Shoots. And again, it's Atlanta.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
But both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Now, here's Fry. And McLemore kicks to Landry. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. And the Kings lead by 3.
Tell you what, it's a plus to have roommates.
Atlanta making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. I think Doris forecast something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
Cousins with a screen on Teague. Andrew with the screen. And Fry kicks to Gay. Pass to Fry. 6 to shoot. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle steps for Sacramento.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shot.
And I'll tell you the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
The Hawks trailed by 4. Outside Teague. Pass to Carroll. A 10-footer. And he gets it to go.
Seems to me as though they've kicked it into another gear here. I love the way they're moving the ball around now. Everybody's touching. Everybody's ready to pass and catch and shoot.
Now here's Cousins. Millsap grabs the miss. 52 seconds left in the game. Carroll kicks to Corbin. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Not a foul to give, but they couldn't get it done before they shot it.
Yeah, and giving up free throws isn't ideal here, Steve. You know that, but at least they've got the clock stopped.
And he ties it up.
Clutch free throws there, fellas. This one's a barn burner. Tight as me in an airport lavatory.
The Kings have done exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the 4th. 8 of 12. Here's Fry.
Pour it down that time. That is a clutch shot if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, very gutsy there. What more can you say? He got it done at the best time.
Here's Teague. The Kings getting the bucket.
So somebody got to Al Horford. He's playing with a lot of fire.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The pass to Cousins. Here's Landry. Good work defensively by Horford.